The mistake number one, not use the proper function of filter, because if you apply a filter correctly, you save a lot of credits in your make.com. So because here you can see this is my scenario I make, and I think this is not good for me, because even someone fill a dummy data, my whole scenario run, and like it will send the email double times or many times. So because here I'm giving you example, like here is the data. So you can see here, this is the email option. If someone not put an email in its forum, like they skip it, my automation run and it create an error in make.com. So always put a filter after the triggers. So this one thing actually save your whole automation from crashings and error. So it also save a lot of credits of your account as well. So it means here you can see if I apply a filter here like email exist, then it will run after that. If it email is not exist, it will stop there. It save a lot of credits. It mean it run only when the email actually someone fill in the forum is then run and send email. So this way I save a credit as well, and my automation runs smoothly as well. Here is another example of proper use of filter in make.com. So you can see the client project that I have done, like he had a Monday board, and like he said that someone changed a status to something, then the same lead create into 5 different boards. So that's why I make a scenario here. I use a search item in the first board. So if it found, it will then create this one. You can see here. If it found, it will go to this one and search again to another board. If it not found, there you can see I create it. After creating, I search into another board, and then I apply a router and a 2 filter as well. So you can see here, this one. Actually, my main is applying the filter in make.com. I actually make a whole setup with a clean structure, like this whole setup protect the duplicate lead in its boards and also create a clean lead in its all board. So always use a filter in your make.com. The mistake number 2, not using any error handling in your whole scenario. You can see here, this is the example of my one scenario, like I have make and I have not used any kind of error handler into it. This means if something happen here and it will create an error into like this module, my whole scenario will stop. So I don't want to stop my whole scenario. So we will use the proper error handling in my scenario. So if something like accidentally came and here my scenario not stop, just ignore it and run smoothly again by start. So if it stop, if we not use any error handler, it will stop. Then after one day we came, in this one day we missed a lot of lead. So always use the proper error handling in your scenario. And here we are applying the error handler. Just see there. And here I am applying on this module error handling. Just right click on it. After right click, you can see here the option is add error handler. So just click on it, and you can see here this is a lot of things like you can use in error handling. Like here is the example of it, like if something error came, just notify to someone as well. So also create a lead as well. So always I always use a Google Sheet. If something error came, I log into a Google Sheet, then I get a notification and check here in my scenario where actually the error came. After that, I will get back into scenario and fix immediately. So here we are using this error handler. You can see here, this means just save it. So here this means if my scenario like here create like a temporary error solved by one mistake things, my scenario will not stop. It will ignore here and it will run back smoothly. In this meantime, I get a notification as well. So because I have set a notification in my scenario setting as well. So this is one example, like we are here use only a resume here. So here you can see the other error handling as well, skip as well, retry as well. So I will make a separate video on it, like how to use when like retry and when to use a commit and when to use a rollback as well. So please subscribe to stay update on my next video. The mistake number 3 most beginners are actually doing in every automation, like here you can see an example of my one scenario. Like here you can see I name a HubSpot tools Monday.com. So when I deliver to client confused like what is this create an item and what is this send an email. So this way client confused like what is this? If something came an error, client came into scenario and he confused like what is the function of this module and what is the function of this module, like why are you using the two Gmail module in one scenario. So every beginner are actually doing these kind of things. So I'm showing you a real scenario like you can see here, this one. So here I proper name every module like what is the function of each module. You can see here trigger state, qualify lead, and every module I proper name it like what is the function of each module. Like this way when something came error, my client came and see like this board actually the function of this one, and after that he immediately know and check that dashboard like what is happening. Here is one example like I am giving to you. I have make a scenario of my one of the client, and here you can see in every module I use a proper naming and what is the function of each module. So this way like if something error came into this module, my client came, he said that what is the function of this module because I proper name as well. So this small things actually save you your time and actually a client time as well. To always give a proper name to each module. So this one thing actually separate you from beginner to an expert. So mistake number 4, which is not using proper function in make.com. So here I am giving you a one example like without the function I cannot solve the problem. With the help of make.com formulas and functions, I will solve completely problem here. You can see here here I am giving you example. My question and answer is in this form. You can see here, and again saying to you just you can see here. When I map into a monday.com, I cannot get any kind of data because I have a 4 question and there is a insert into it. So I use here the make.com functions. So you can see here after this of date and time function on the upper side, you can see here the function for working with arrays. So because my question is actually coming with array, so I want to like map into monday.com, so I cannot map an array. So we must convert it into a single form. So we here a function like you can see here. The first mean I say first go, and map mean I say just go and check the all question here. You can see here. Map mean I map this one, go and check all the questions, and answer mean I say give me all answer, and the position I will say to that give me a position 0. 0 mean because the make.com only the programming language work start from the 0 position, not from 1. So it mean when it run, it will give me like this one data. You can see here business name. So with the help of the functions, I will get data from an array. So if you want to learn deeply about the function, I will make a separate video onto it as well. The mistake number 5, actually the important one. So not using proper scheduling of modules. Like here you can see I have done a scenario. No, I want to schedule it like I want to like when my scenario is run and when it's not run. So learning the proper scheduling is most important in make.com. You can see here is the option like scheduling. Just click on it and you can see here this is the setting like run a scenario. So here you can see the many options like once as well. Like once mean if you put a date, a specific date here, and you can choose a time as well. After that you also here like change the daily schedule setting as well and weekday as well, and in advanced setting you also like when it start and when it end, also set the time interval as well. So after making the whole scenario, analyze the scheduling setting as well, like how you want to run the scenario, because if you on the weekday if you not want to run, so always set from the scheduling as. So if you find this video is helpful for you, please like and subscribe my channel.